Welcome back to Sun Crypto. It is October 26, 2019. The daily candle just started 8:23 p.m. Eastern Time. Current price of BTC 93.60. BTC is pumping, but does it mean BTC about to go to the moon, or it is just going to be a fake out? We're going to take a look at it, guys. It is live stream. If you're new to the content, make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and then let me know what you think down below the comment section. We're also going to talk about Ripple XRP, looking extremely slightly bullish, okay, not too bullish. All right, so but we're going to take a look at XRP, EOS, Ripple, Ethereum, and Bitcoin Cash, also Litecoin, right? So let's take a look at BTC. If you take a look at BTC, that's the 30 minutes chart. Let's move on to the 45 minutes. You take a look at the actually hourly looks better. All right, hourly looks better. You take a look at the hourly chart. If you're new to the content, guys, you got to be familiar with yellow. Okay, yellow means 21 EMA. This hourly 21 EMA, that was our target yesterday. After the pump, we expected price to double bottom roughly around this 21 EMA on the hourly, and it's going to give us this push to the upside. How high it is going to go, we already talked about it on our previous live stream. We said like BTC could be retesting high 9K to low 10Ks, right, before a very major decision around this area. So most of you guys, if you're going to miss a pump, it is most likely going to be in this area. Most of you guys, if you're going to make a big dump, it's most likely going to be in this area. So let's see what type of evidences we got, right, about BTC going back up to 10K. Okay, it is pumping, but can it go back to 10K? All right, that's the Heiken Ashi candle. So since we started already with the hourly, so we're going to talk about the Heiken Ashi first of all. You can see the Heiken Ashi with double bottom with a big tail, big wick, small body. A sign of reversal on top of this yellow line, the 21 EMA, looking great. On top of that, this area, it is 382 pullback. Okay, 382 pullback of the entire $3,000 pump. Okay, the $3,000 pump from roughly 7,300 all the way up to 1080. You can see we double bottoming at 382. 382 is pretty powerful. The least I can expect, right, not the least, but I can expect at least BTC to pull back to a 95.5 roughly, if like the bears can step up and stop the price from moving forward. Okay, so in order to minimize the chance of the bulls, all right, going higher, they have to stop them right around from this area to 95, because if we break this area of 9,500, they can definitely retest the top, okay, with a higher volume. The volume is very low. Okay, that's a bearish scenario, so let's just stick with the bullish scenario. All right, so the basically the volume is low, but we're going to talk about the volume next. Okay, basically 382 is relatively, I mean not relatively, but it is very strong. So the move to the upside from the swing high, just about like a 10.3 down to like a swing low of a 98.60. Right, you can see we're not even yet at 382 yet. Okay, the next 382, the highest we can, not the highest, but we got 10,000 right around this area of 0.786, this blue line. Okay, that blue line is the 10 hour, I mean not 10 hour, but 10,000 level, just about like 0.786. all right, so let's see if BTC gonna be able to break all these fib levels to the upside. It is looking bullish, guys. It already pumped like 500 points from the this area of 98. Okay, this 500 points push, 500 point push. All right, so let's move on to the 15 minutes and see what BTC is doing on the 15 minutes before we move higher. All right, when you take a look at the 15 minutes, you cannot say, oops, we're gonna get a rejection. Our side is kind of it's kind of overextended. That's good for the if you bearish, that's pretty good, because you're gonna be like, oops, we're gonna get this rejection, but we're not even yet at 382. So if the the bulls wants to push the price up, they have to break this 382. The volume still low. Okay, the volume still low. The pump is not still lagging behind, basically. Even though the bulls in control over the last few hours, the big trend is still bearish. Okay, the big trend, we have to break 10.4, 10.5 and so on, right? you know, 11.5, 12.5 in order to start like building up a better momentum. Other than that, you know, you could be expecting like a basically more downtrend, and then the bear is gonna take back control, you know, take the lower time frame, the smaller picture, you know, take control of the smaller picture basically, right? So we're getting a slight rejection, but I wouldn't worry much if you go you know, not go, but I don't want to show that, but you know, in the group member, we actually were looking for this move. Okay, since BTC was in this area, okay, all right, we anticipated this move. Okay, I'm actually was anticipating another drop just to get the divergence on a lower degree, but BTC, you know, basically looking good, so it can make this move. It definitely can make this move. This flat correction, we can break it, drop down, okay, and then once we drop down to this level, how high we're gonna go, okay, it all depends on the volume, but how high we can go. We can even break the 10.3 to 10.4 level and then drop back down, okay, and it's gonna look like the let's see, it's gonna look like the 5K level, right? It's gonna look like the 5K level, just like this one. All right, it's gonna look like this. It could look like this move, push back up, drop back down, but that's a lower degree, so it's not gonna make a flat correction, a very fat one. All right, that's because this one is a bigger degree, okay, that's 4 hour, right? But it's the same concept, all right? It is the same concept, a flat correction, double bottom, first week of June, push to the upside. So if you go on the lower degree, you can see it. We got a chance, right, of making this move, right, and push back up, right, even break the high, or it all depends, come back down, double bottom, push back up, right? So but they have to do it with volume. Without volume, you know, definitely it's no way we're going to be going to that area. We could still make this move and that move, okay? So we just have to be very careful, all right? Because we haven't retested the bulls, you know, the bears haven't retested yet the 50% pullback, which is like 8,700, okay, which is 8,700, and then 0.618 going to be 8,300. So if you're very, very bearish, you could be looking for a short in BTC down to this level, but I wouldn't attempt to short it now. I would at least let it like retest like you know, 9,500 at least, right? Retest 9,500. All right, so let me see if you guys have any question. Otherwise, we're gonna move on to the bigger picture, right? Let's take a look at the weekly time frame. All right, so the weekly time frame, we're still getting a big tail, big wick, small body, a sign of a reversal, especially on the Heikin-Ashi. That's very reversing. All right, we talked about it on our previous live stream, and you know, it is a good sign like BTC might have, you know, might already bottom, okay, but you know, you're still gonna need like some more few weeks, at least like 2 to 3 weeks. I don't think, I wouldn't say I don't think, but I'm not like you know, more than 50% confident we can keep up like 3,000 points every single week. Okay, I know 2017 was crazy, like late week, I mean last week of November 2018, after the Thanksgiving, that first Monday, BTC pumped all the way up where to like almost like 11,000, right, from like 8K. But I'm not sure if we can pump like $3,000 every single week, you know, after this nasty sell-off. Okay, after this nasty sell-off, even if you go back, let's see if I can find it. That's a weekly. I have to go to Coinbase chart. Okay, even if you go back back in 2017, you can see like even back in roughly in this area of like a 3,000 level, you can see what type of weekly candle we got. All right, so we're getting more evidences, but this one we tested the 21 EMA, this yellow line, and pump back up, come back, retest it. But this one is kind of very challenging. Okay, it's kind of very challenging. But let's say like in few years, all right, when BTC already you know, already, you know, took off and then way up like a 30, 40, $50,000, you're gonna be like, oh, we dropped down to this 21 EMA and we made a reversal candle. So you're not gonna think about like we dropped almost 3,000 points, because the price is gonna be so big. You're gonna be like, we just retested it and we couldn't even close like more than 2-3 weeks below it. All right, so that's why, I mean, we closed like 4 weeks. We just closed like, you know, 5 wicks below it, and then we went up. All right, so we just have to be very careful. It is a very extreme case, like basically to be very careful, calling for either an extreme bearishness or an extreme bullishness. So you just have to be you cannot be neutral. Of course, you're either gonna be buying or selling, right? If you're in the market, or you stay on the sideline. But you just have to be very careful, because we keep getting more evidences, like since after that big push, we keep getting more evidences like this could be the bottom, but it has to be confirmed. Okay, it has to be confirmed with further smooth tail wicks. Okay, the weekly candle has to look like this, right? Smooth tail, no wick to the downside. All right, the next few weeks. Okay, the next few weeks, if like the bulls, okay, going to be taking the price all the way up to 16K, we have to get this type of candle. Okay, it doesn't have to look exactly like this. All right, otherwise the bears still going to be taking control. Okay, they're still going to take control, and we're going to be looking to the downside. All right, we're going to be looking to the downside. It is getting a slight rejection. Let's go back to the price action. All right, you can see this type of this type of candles. That's what we need on the weekly. That's what we're getting on basically on the 45 minutes. So let's see if we see on the 45 minutes this type of high and ashy candle. It can keep it up. Okay, it can keep up these small smooth tails. Basically no tail. Okay, above this 21 EMA, this yellow line. All right, so it is looking good, at least for the short term, right? It is looking it's not looking bad. Okay, the rejection on let's take a look at the rejection on Binance. All right, the 4-hour rejection, the volume wasn't that much. Okay, we still haven't seen very explosive move. Okay, maybe it's the weekend and basically wants to take a break, but these moves are pretty not explosive. Okay, none of these moves are pretty, it's just corrective. All right, so it is just corrective. Anything above this level, it is still also corrective. Even if we go back to roughly 97, 98, it is still corrective, because we're still within this range. Okay, and we can go up and down more than 10,000 points in this range, 1,000 point, 1,000 point, 1,000 point, 1,000 point, right? So you just have to be very careful and take advantage of the market, and be extremely careful. Okay, extremely careful. Hey, what's up, Andrew? We're going to take a look at XRP also. So if you have any question, you can ask. If you think the market going to keep dropping, which I think it is, we could be dropping lower, break even 7K, but we just have to stay with the with the current momentum. We cannot call for a drop when we don't have much control of the market, right? The bears don't have much control of the market right now. They only got control of the bigger picture, but the smaller picture right now, that's what we're talking about. We just have to stay with it and see what the bulls going to be doing, right? What they're going to do. But I think this is going to be a flat correction up to 10K, probably break it, and then we're going to get that nasty sell off. Okay, the R side going to make that move all the way up, could double. I don't think it's going to double top. If you're going back to 10K, I don't think the R side going to have enough strength to do that, right? Even if it does it, that's good, but we could get that move. The bears can step in and then take the price down, and then if you basically bullish, wait for your R side, the 45 minutes R side to be oversold. Okay, I told you, right, last time, whenever your R side is oversold, you're gonna take it to the upside, guys. That was live stream, and but the pump just came out of nowhere, right? But you could have just anticipated this move. All right, myself, I was anticipating a 7K retest before a big pump all the way up for the R side to retest this overbought area, but it was just too quick, guys, and we were live. Basically we caught it live. All right, BTC pump live. So BTC pump live. So let's move on to the daily. The daily candle just started, so let's see the argument we could be saying about the bullishness. Okay, the daily, they managed to do something very great, guys. I mean, something great. What is it? Okay, it is to close above the 100 EMA daily. Okay, this red line, that's I mean, it's a game changer right now, guys. Things gonna get very tough now for the basically for the bears on the daily to basically to intimidate the bulls. Okay, the only way they can intimidate the bulls, guys, remember this: the volume. This volume, we have to neutralize it. Okay, and this daily volume, it is roughly like, it is 160,000 trading volume. So we're gonna need at least, right, 120 to 130,000 trading volume with selling pressure, with a defined selling pressure, not any type of selling pressure, but at least a 2,000 to a 1,500 points drop, big drop. Okay, and no reversal at all, no reversal, because sometimes this drop, it can be bought up very quick. So they have to keep it below this trend. All right, if they can keep it right around this area 83 after the pump all the way up to like 10k, and drop the price and keep it below like 83, that'll be an extreme case for the bulls to drop the price, and then we could be looking for some lower number. But as of today, as of to now, that's it. I mean, it is very critical, guys. It is critical, guys. It is very critical right now. All right, even though like we're not closing above this trend line, but most people don't care about trend line. Okay, they care about these moving averages. All right, so but we have to respect the trend line at the same time for the bearish case. All right, we're gonna talk about the bearish case, guys. We're just gonna focus on the bullish case, right? So that's extremely bullish, guys. Closing above this 100 EMA, even though like no, we got a big rejection. We're gonna talk about the other time frame. The rejection is big, but it is not significant. All right, it is not significant, at least for the short term. So haven't talked about stochastic. That's a good point. We're gonna talk about the stochastic because we were on a bearish momentum and it's just gonna be noise. The stochastic, I like to talk about it on the monthly and weekly, but daily, unless I'm like scalping, swing trading, stuff like that on a smaller time frame, I take a look at it. But I don't want to like spend too much time on it, because sometimes it is so much, so much noise, man. If you don't understand what you're doing, you're gonna get wrecked. All right, using the stochastic. Let's move on to the 6 hour. Okay, 6 hour, you can see it, guys. I told you the 6 hours time frame, it is incredible. If you never used it, you might want to consider like paying attention to it and take a look at it. We got big sell-off, low volume. Okay, it is being bought up, guys. That's all it means. Okay, that's all it means, at least for the short term. Even though I'm 65% bearish, the bulls, they making case. Okay, they making cases about like they want to be at least 80% bullish, right? But right now they're 35% bullish, guys. They're not overall dominating the trend. All right, but a 6 hour, basically anything to I don't see anything to intimidate the bears right on the 6 hour. Right, I don't see anything. The most I can see is like the bears are most likely going to drop it down to this area of 21 EMA after another push. This area, drop it down to this 21 EMA on the 6 hour. That's the only thing I can see right now, unless something surprisingly happen, a bad news, stuff like that. But as of to now, I don't see it. All right, as of to now, I don't see it. All right, so let's move on to the 4 hour. We already talked about the 4 hour. Volume is decreasing, right? Price stop declining, basically. So you can see we're starting an uptrend. Okay, the uptrend has to be with big volume. Okay, and the momentum we're building right now, okay, it is not a the only way, like the trend, not the only way, but the way I can see it, like this trend dropping, is like it has to drop with big volume. Okay, if the bulls cannot push it, the bear's gonna drop it with the big volume, and we're gonna be retesting this 21 EMA on the hourly very quickly, guys, very quickly, because we don't have no volume, guys. The volatility is gonna be increasing overnight, so you guys not gonna sleep. So I'm just letting you know, guys, we might not be going to bed tonight, right? So because look at this, guys, the volatility is decreasing. It cannot go to zero, right? It cannot go to zero after a big push to the upside, right? And you remember, guys, also XRP did the same thing last year, September, big push to the upside. What happened next, guys? We've been moving sideways, and then we're not even able to break like 30 cents now. So you just have to be extremely careful. All right, you just have to be extremely careful, and then we're gonna enjoy the volatility tonight. Right, we're gonna enjoy the volatility tonight. So no buy yet. We're gonna take a look at the stochastic. So let's move on to the 15 minutes again. 15 minutes, we got a big rejection. Now it is dumping, right? Like we just said, look for this move, right? We just talked about it, right? This move, I was expecting it. It could come back and retest this 100 EMA on the 15 minutes, which is roughly around like a 9,100 in that range. We still can, you know, look for it. Okay, I think the bulls are strong enough. Okay, they're strong enough. They're strong enough. They're looking strong enough, guys. They're looking strong enough. This selling pressure, let's see, the 15 minutes just started. We got 36 seconds left, and the volume is low. Okay, the volume is not that big. It's just a candle looking big, but the volume is look at the volume compared to the candle, right? So it's not that much to worry. It can be bought up very quickly. It can be bought up, and then it's gonna close by like 92 or something like that. It can be bought up very quickly. Got 15 seconds left, so it's very important how this candle is going to be closing. All right, you got 9 seconds left. Try to retest this 21 EMA, 91.92. Up, a new candle just started, so it could push back up in this area now. Okay, try to push back up 50% of this candle, right? So it could be on the next like a few, few 15 minutes, right, candles. So. But they were able to basically give you a very engulfing candle, but that's a 15 minutes. Too much engulfing candle doesn't, an engulfing candle doesn't mean sometimes too much, right? Unless you know where the trend is going, because you can see in this area we got a sign of reversal, even with a with a big volume, but we still push it upside. They still push the price to the upside, right? So it is going to be very volatile, guys. It is going to be very, very volatile. All right. Stock is dropping. Let's see if the Heikin-Ashi on the 15 minutes is okay. So most likely going to be moving sideways in this area of oops, that's not good, guys. The 15 minutes we got a sign of reversal. That's not good at all. Okay, this candle just we just got this candle. This candle just changed like to flip to like a big tail, big wick, small body. So the trend gonna move sideways at least for the next couple of hours or so. It could be moving sideways. You got one in this area, you move sideways. You got one in this area, you push it upside. You got another one, you have to move sideways or drop. Okay, you drop, but I don't see it like pushing from the current angle. Okay, I don't see it. You can see it, man. The Heikin-Ashi is very important, guys. I showed you multiple times. The Heikin-Ashi is very, very, very important. Okay, whenever you get it, you just have to start looking up. You got one, push up. Okay, in this area we got a small one, push down. We got another one, we push up. You can see it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? We got one, so we have to look one in this area. All right, so most likely this 100 EMA on the 15 minutes could intercept the price, right, at some point in this level. All right, at some point in this area, hopefully before the live stream. If you're shorting BTC, you can see like anticipate, somewhere around here, this 100 EMA, intercept the price in this area. And if you take your fib retracement from this entire move, from this small one to the upside, you can see this box is going to be 0.618, right? It's going to be 0.618 to 50%, and you're going to get your red line, jumping into this box, and we could they could get a support, right? The bulls could get a support in this area. No buy. Okay, you're not buying yet. Oh, that's not good. That's good. Probably that's good. BTC is dropping, right? So guys, let's move on to the monthly time frame and then the stochastic. On the monthly time frame, guys, we're still lagging behind. On the stochastic, on the monthly time frame, you can argue like, oh, this is still bullish. Okay, it is very, very on the monthly, it is bullish. Okay, you can argue like, oh, even though we got a big dump all the way down to this area, and we're making like some lower highs, we have not broken the 21 EMA monthly. You can see it took us like almost 5 months, guys, 5 months last year to close like below this 21 EMA. So if we think like, you know, we're gonna drop down easily below this 21 EMA monthly, it's not gonna be easy, guys. So if you bearish, I'm still bearish, 65% bearish. But on the Heiken Ashi, you can see, guys, okay, you can see, all right, BTC has to basically break this 21 EMA monthly. It has to break it, and it has to also break the 21 EMA on the 21-day candle. So not the monthly, but the 21 candle. Okay, so it is very important. We have to pay attention to this 21 EMA. Even though we broke the 21 EMA on the weekly, you know, we haven't broke the 21 EMA on the monthly. It is very important because as BTC goes up, right? As BTC goes up, you know, you have to rely more on a bigger time frame. Basically, instead of before, like when BTC was like $100, $50, you used to rely on what? You know, on your daily 21 EMA or maybe your 12-hour 21 EMA. But as, you know, price get higher and higher, you know, 20,000, you know, 30,000, 50, 80,000, you might be relying on like, you know, a bigger time frame, like a 2 months 21 EMA, stuff like that. All right, hopefully it's going to be like in 20 years or so, right? Basically going to be in 20 years, basically going to be like, you know, over like over 500,000, right? So you can rely on some like a 2 months, 3 months 21 EMA, right? So maybe like the weekly 21 EMA is not going to be relevant anymore within the next few years. Okay, within the next few years, because you know, price going to be so big and volatility going to be so high, we might be breaking it all the time, right? So the volume, it is very important. The way I look at the volume, that's personally me, right? If you have another way of looking at the volume, you let me know, okay? Because you gotta think about it. What is the volume? The volume is like the amount of people buying and selling. Okay, the amount of people buying and selling, right? It's gonna increase, right? Definitely, it's gonna increase, and the amount of BTC you selling and buying also going to be increased. So you're going to ask yourself why the volume is decreasing. All right, so let's see if the volume is decreasing. The volume is decreasing, right? Because people don't want to sell their BTC. That's the only thing I can see, right? BTC was so cheap, right, in this area. I mean, cheap relatively, like to what we got right now, like you know, 10,000, right? Before it was like what, 8,000. So basically, a lot of BTC was being sold, right? In this area, buying and selling, but right, and the volume was big, okay, and the volume was big. But right now, right, the volume is low, right, because the price is very high. Okay, the price is very, very high, right? Even though, like, you know, a lot of people are going to be buying and selling BTC, but they're not selling like, you know, too much BTC. Basically, they're selling piece of BTC. You see what I'm saying? They're selling 0.1, 0.2, stuff like that. But before, they used to sell like 1 BTC, 2 BTC. So the volume tends to be bigger and bigger and bigger. That's the best explanation I got. Okay. So for instance, if you're selling your iPhone, like, you know, like before, when iPhone used to cost like what, $300, $400, more people were buying iPhone. But right now, you got so many competitors. The price is so high. It's not too many people like you know, holding iPhone anymore, right? So, and then, you know, some other people also like use other competitors, right? So that's the best way I can use to explain the best explanation I got. Okay, hopefully it makes sense, right? But the volume going to be, you know, decreasing over time, right? It's going to be decreasing, and but the price going to be so high, right? Because 0.01 BTC is like $100,000, right? 0.1 BTC, you're gonna be what, $10,000. Right now, you're selling 1 BTC at 10,000, but when BTC is $100,000, you're not gonna sell 1 BTC right away. You're only gonna sell 0.001, and that's how you calculate the volume, right? Buy and sell. So the volume also, but in terms of proportionality, it's not too much difference. Okay, that's a monthly chart, right? That's Bitstamp, right? You can see like when you switch on Binance, yes, you can say like the volume changes, right? You can argue on Binance the volume change. The argument I could put for this one is like, you know, basically the trading volume is very high. More people are just like exchanging BTC. They're just exchanging it like very quickly. exchanging it back and forth, right? But you and I can exchange like the 5 BTC back and forth, right? The volume going to be big because we're just exchanging it back and forth, right? You see what I'm saying? So you also gotta look at it that way. But maybe like I have to use like a total volume, daily total volume, like of all exchanges to get another perspective. All right. Yeah. Thanks a lot, some guy. I remember you've been pretty. I think you've been pretty bullish, some guy, on BTC. I think when I was actually bullish, you were bearish. So we're dropping, guys. Like we said, let's go back to the 15 minutes. We have to move sideways. Let's see. The 15 minutes candle got 10 more minutes. So let's remove this Hakenashi. You can see big engulfing candle. All right, big engulfing candle. And I was expecting this. Okay, so what I was expecting is like, you know, this move. All right, basically gonna make this. Let's do this. I can't expect this move, right? It's gonna do this, and do that. Okay, I'm expecting a channel in this area. That's what I'm expecting. Let's see if BTC gonna give up that channel. We already got this, you know, stochastic. I don't like to talk about it. Yeah, it can, because if it drops, it can stay in this area forever, right? When BTC dropping, especially on a lower degree. Okay, on a lower degree, right? But I got distracted. The monthly stochastic, it is still dropping, but it is not that bad. Okay, it is not extremely bearish. Okay, if like we're on a bull run, it has to get a crossover, and it's going to take quite a while to get a crossover, because that's a monthly time frame. But if like we get this crossover, guys, I don't care how bullish I am, how bearish I am, I'm still gonna be bullish. Okay, if like we get this crossover. Okay, by the time we get this crossover, we could like even break this area. All right, but let's see. Okay, I'm not that bullish to anticipate that crossover so far. All right, I'm not that bullish. All right. The bottom. Okay, basically what I'm trying to tell you is like the bulls have made a strong case. If you haven't watched my previous live stream, it's only like 30 minutes. Okay, go and watch it. The bulls have made a strong case. All right, the strong case they made, right, is only based on volume now. Okay, on structure also they made a strong case. On the 0.618, the regular 0.618, we pull back at it, close to it, 90%, basically 95% close. And we got the volume we got in this area. Like, let's take a look at the 12-hour first. Okay, I'm only using Binance because most of us are pretty much very familiar with Binance, right? So if you go back and watch my July 1st, the first week of July live stream, right? And when we had like the weekly candle, and I was like, guys, if this weekly candle if we close this weekly candle red, we're gonna be in big trouble. Okay, so look at the volume we got in this area. We got like roughly around like 680,000 trading volume. But take a look at on the 12-hour, you know how the volume ontology is up 7%. Okay, alt is going crazy. So you take a look at the volume we got in this area, right? The volume, the first selling pressure we got on Binance, the volume was 82,320. Okay, basically 82.3. Okay, that was the big selling pressure, the first big selling pressure we got since 3,500. Okay, go back to the other day when we dropped from the 10K level. You take a look at it in this area. All right, the first selling pressure we got was 82,000, same exact volume. All right, but take a look at this volume. All right, the volume we used to pump the price, they used to pump the price. Okay, it was like roughly, the big one was like 111,000. The one before that was like 68,000. So the total volume between these two candles, it is like roughly like 180,000. So it is like twice as much, like, you know, it is twice bigger than both of these candles. So that's a big statement. It's not something you have to ignore, right? It is a big statement. Okay, it is a very, very big statement. So that's one of the, you know, major case, like the the bulls can argue about and say, hey man, we got a big volume at the bottom, everything you have sold, guys, we bought it back, so you don't have anything. All right, so the best thing the bears can do right now, guys, is like to reverse the candle with a at least 80,000, right, to 120,000 trading selling pressure. Okay, and if like we're gonna get that right within the next few days, let's say even few weeks, right, that's like bear market all over again, guys. It is bear market, like come from it like with 90%, I'm gonna be 90% bearish if like we get like 90 to 100 and 120,000 selling pressure. All right, volume is very important. Even like back then, when people were pretty much very bearish, okay, along this area, in this area, right. I'm gonna show you the weekly because I got plenty of if you go and watch my April 21st, okay, April 21st live stream, BTC is extremely bullish, right? Let's go on in this area, guys. I got a live stream called BTC is extremely bullish. It is more bullish than what you think, okay? So that's the name of the live stream, right? So, and I was explaining to you guys that time on the Hack and Ashy, BTC was, I was like, I'm 99% bullish. Okay, when the rest of the market, didn't understand what was going on. All right, they were calling for 2K. They were calling for 2K, just like most of you guys calling for 16K, right? I was like, man, I'm 99% bullish. Look at the bottom, guys. Big tail, big wick, small body. I just don't have time to show you that video, right? But in my next live stream, I can show it to you. It's like 4 minutes, okay? It's like 4 minutes video, guys. No, that one is 4 minutes, but the live stream was like 100 and it's like 1 hour 45 minutes. I told you guys, big tail, big wick, small body, sign of reversal, right? Big tail, big wick, small body. What you got? Sign of reversal. Exactly. That's what I said on the basically in the live stream. Okay, big tail, big wick, small body, sign of reversal. Big tail, big wick, small body, sign of reversal. We pushed the upside. Even got rejected from this 50 EMA, but BTC got bought up very quickly. We couldn't see the big tail, big wick, small body. That's the week of February 22nd, right? February 22nd, we got rejected from the 50 EMA. That's what I said. That's what I said exactly. We're gonna get rejected from the 50 EMA. We're gonna drop down. No, this one we got rejected from the 50 EMA, drop down, move 5 to 7 days, bang. Okay, got this. On the daily, got a you can see it on the weekly, but it was like a inverse head and shoulder. I just call it head and shoulder, right? You can't do that. So that's a strong case, guys. If you go back and this stuff, guys, I was telling them, guys, look at this. All right, it is very incredible. Okay, it is very incredible. Okay, big tail, big wick, small body. I told them we're gonna get rejected. We're gonna get support from this 50 EMA, which is the blue line. I told them 2 days ago, guys, on February 22nd. That's when I made this video. And look at where BTC was. BTC was like right around this area. All right. Okay, right around this area. It was like February 22nd. We pushed back up, got rejected from this 100 EMA, supported by the 50 EMA, moved 5 to 7 days, bang. All right. So if the bulls, right, they want to continue the uptrend, they're gonna have to do something similar. Okay, you can see right now we're getting some smooth tail. You can see the daily just started. So if price doesn't drop below certain levels like 87, 83, we're not gonna get big tail, big wick, small body, because it's not gonna be enough volatility to get like some tails, and it's gonna create some explosiveness. I'm telling you guys, if like we're gonna keep up this momentum in this channel, we can like get a lot of volatility, right around this area of 11, but it can be very explosive all of a sudden. Okay, very explosive. All right, so we just have to be very careful. All right, even though it is I'm only 35% bullish. All right, so but that's one of the strongest case about BTC right now. The Hack and Ashy, that's the only thing you can use, nothing else. Hack and Ashy volume, Hack and Ashy volume. Okay, at least for me. All right, you might use like stochastic, pushing to the upside, stuff like that. But this volume, guys, it's big, man. Now look at this daily volume, man. Look at this daily volume. It is big, man. It's like almost like 160,000 trading volume, guys. That's the total selling pressure of this candle and this Hack and Ashy candle at the top, right? That's the total volume. That's a strong case, guys. It is a very strong case. All right. And if you take a look at it, it's not even the total, right? It is equal, right? This selling pressure candle we got, it is 173. If you take a look at the date on the daily, but if you take a look at it on the 12 hour, you get different perspective, right? This volume, right? 173. Look at this volume. Okay, this volume is also 163, relatively equal. So you're getting the same type of volume, you know, at the very bottom and at the very top, very equal. All right, very equal. It is a very strong case, guys. It is a very strong case. You don't have that USD scam. Okay, you have to use. I use both of them. It just depends what I'm looking for. If I'm looking for like let's say I want to ignore this Tetherford, it is very important to use both of them because it's gonna give you some insight. This Tetherford, if you use it, right, 0.618, I used it before, and I was telling people we're going to 66,000 when BTC was 5,000. Everybody thought like I was crazy, right? Because when you use this Tetherford, you use your Fibonacci retracement, you can see 0.618 was exactly where it was, exactly at roughly let's see, roughly around 5,500. Okay, and we closed 5,500 the last week of the last week of April, right? I think April 31st. You go on a Bitstamp, right? You're not gonna get that Tetherford, so your Fibonacci might be a little bit off. Okay, a little bit off. All right, you can see, right? When you use the Tetherford, the roughly the 0.786, right, is your roughly like your 6,000 level. Okay, 0.786, right? And if you switch back to Binance, look at your 0.786. It's like 6,300. It's 600 points different. They don't have the same Fib retracement, so it is very important to use both of them depending on what you're looking for. All right, so you're gonna be ahead of the game when people are looking for one Fibonacci. You're like, well, I'm not looking for that. I know what I'm looking. I know why BTC gonna be going up. Okay, so I made a very strong case why BTC gonna go like to 10,000, and I say that like April 21st. Okay, April 21st in this area. That's when I said BTC is going to 10,000. I got a live stream, guys, with the thumbnail and everything. All right, BTC extremely bullish. It is 99% bullish, guys. So hey, we getting rejection 91.76. Wave A is over. That is important short term. Which wave A? Which one you talking about? Wave A? You gotta tell me like which time frame, daily, hourly. Hey, what's up, Musa? No, 61% is not 61%, man. It's not 61%. It's not. It depends which exchange you use, because some of these exchanges, they don't have these big wick like that one I just explained to you. I don't want to go back through it. So let's move on to the 15 minutes and then take a look at the why BTC is dropping. Let's see, we're dropping towards this 21 this 100 EMA. Okay, this is a correction, so it could be done, it could push this, right? It is a correction. It could be expanded, it could not, right? But let's see. You got two options. You got an option to call it expanded if like it pushes to the upside, and on the Hacking actually, if like you know, this that's one of the trick also, guys. Write it down. If okay, price doesn't travel too long, okay, and your stochastic travel too fast, that's very bullish. Okay, that's very bullish, right? At least for the short term, right? That's very bullish. You can see on the Hacking actually, right? You can see you almost at this area of oversold, right? And you can see, you know, you're only getting like a you know, small selling pressure. Okay, the selling pressure is not very significant yet. All right, not very significant yet. Okay, it could just do this, right, or even retest this before trying, right? But let's see if it's gonna do that, right? Because we got another fib level just about this area. But if the daily, that's why you need to you need to think about both ways, the bigger picture and the smaller picture, because how does it affect like the daily if BTC drop down to like 8400? It's not going to look good. Okay, it's going to create big tail, big wick, small body the next few days. For the next couple of days, we're going to get a big tail, big wick, small body. Okay, because this candle has to stay, or this one or the next one has to stay full body candle. If not, it has to stay like this with smooth tails. Okay, this smooth tail. So we don't want to retest the low of this candle right now. All right, this opening body candle, we don't want to retest it on the Heikin-Ashi, right? We don't want to retest this. If we do, oops, that's not good at all the next couple of days, right? For the bulls. This drop A wave. Well, we're gonna talk about XRP. I don't know which one. This drop. Let's see. You're talking about the hourly candle, A wave. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's what you're calling. Okay, you're calling this A wave B, right? Maybe that's what you're calling this. It could be. It could be. That's the type of wave we made on the bigger picture, right? The correction we made on the from 14K, right? When we dropped from 14K like this, made 3 wave down, another 3 wave move up, right? 3 down, right? Like this. And I think we got a flat correction in this area like this, right? So that's the type of correction we made. It looks like this actually. Okay, the first one was corrective, like this, like that, right? Let's go back. Let's draw it properly. Like this, right? That's the first wave. That's a 13,000 or I think like a 12,000 whatever wave down, right? Down, right? So something like that, right? All right, I think that's the type of wave we made on the daily. We could make it, but it could be very boring. But on a bullish uptrend, we're not going to make this type of wave. Okay, all the waves they have to be like this. Okay, they have to be within certain channel. Okay, in order to keep like the daily candle, Heikin-Ashi very smooth. Okay, the only way we can keep up with this smoothness is like to stay in a very narrow channel. Otherwise, keep the volatility basically in this channel. Okay, you cannot keep the volatility in a higher channel. That's not good. What I mean higher channel like this. Okay, like this. All right, that's not good. That's gonna change momentum. All of a sudden, we're gonna do this. All right, so you just have to do this. Stay in this channel. So, okay, that's I think we just talked about it on the hourly. Man, this move is epic, man. It's epic. So let's move on to XRP, Ripple XRP, King XRP. I don't think we talked about Ripple XRP in details on my previous live stream. We didn't even talk about it. Ripple XRP got bought up, 0.618, pushing back up, and then you could argue like, is Ripple XRP is bullish? Okay, it is giving you three bullish candles after this. Everything got bought up. Yes, you can say we're temporarily bullish, but we have to break temporarily. Okay, not extremely. We have to break this 32 cents before end of the month and close above 32 cents. Okay, we could even start getting some volatility, and price can come back and retest like the 28-29 cents. You're just gonna pick it up and take it to the upside, right? So, but if like we messed up this, if like we don't keep up this small bullish pattern and lose it, you got a bigger pattern to pay attention to, right? It is this flat, this correction you got in this area, right? You got this in this area. If in case we got that rejection in this area, we could make this. All right, so XRP got big deal. It got something really big to deal with. Okay, it got something really big to deal with. Right. So and XRP BTC, if you guys watch XRP, my recent analysis about XRP BTC, I can show it to you. We said like XRP gonna drop down to 3100, right? If you guys remember, right? Yeah, remember. Let's take a look at XRP BTC. Take a look at it, guys. We came back down to this area. We even broke it, guys. We even broke that level, right? We even broke it. And we said that when XRP was at the very top. We did not say it when XRP started dropping, right? In this area, we say XRP gonna retest 3100. Where was 3100? We said like, okay, so we have to be careful, because if XRP is retesting 3100, it means BTC gonna be bullish. And we retested this golden packet, right? So that's 20% drop, guys, in XRP versus BTC, and BTC went up 40%. So 40%. So yeah, that looked like a flat. Yep. Yeah, XRP 3100. It's gonna pick. It's gonna push back up, which means, guys, BTC is not gonna be bullish, all right? So we just have to be very careful, right? Even though we're looking for 10K temporarily, XRP is doing this, right? It could do this and make this move, right? Give us this, even another drop before pushing to the upside. What I'm doing right now, you're thinking like I'm just drawing, but this move right here, right? Okay, let's just redraw it. I'm gonna show you this move right here, right here, right there, right there, right there. That's what XRP USD is doing. Okay, let's switch to XRP USD. XRP USD. XRP, you see XRP USD, it is making that move I just drew on the XRP BTC. All right, so we just have to be very careful. So XRP BTC already made this move and it is dropping, right? It already made, I mean, it dropped, it made this move, right? And it's right here. So let's go back to XRP BTC. All right, you can see the correlation, right? We already got the pump all the way up there, drop down to the 21 cents and pump back up to 29 cents. And XRP USD already made, you know, it is attempting to make this move. Okay, it is attempting to make this move. So let's be very cautious about BTC, because it can be very volatile, guys. It can be very volatile, especially in November. All right, especially in November. XRP BTC being on an uptrend. Let's take a look at the weekly Heikin-Ashi. That's the best thing to do. The weekly Heikin-Ashi, no, I don't think it is on an uptrend. Look at this. Look at this reversal. So BTC is extremely, I don't want to say, because I'm only 35% bullish on BTC. But look at XRP here, guys. XRP, big tail, big wick, small body, right? On the weekly, that sign of reversal, it means it has to cool down. It doesn't mean it's bearish, but it has to cool down. Okay, it has to cool down. What does it mean, right? It means BTC could gain some momentum, right? Temporarily, right? So I'm just giving you evidences, guys. I'm giving you evidences. I'm not here to tell you to buy or sell. I'm not an expert. I'm just telling you what I think, okay? That's why you're spending your time and watching, all right? So, but let's go back to BTC, because go back to BTC, right? You can see when you go back to BTC, you can see the sign of reversal we got, right? On the weekly, right? We got this heavy selling pressure. What did you get all of a sudden? Sign of reversal. Price reverse, we got a green candle. Okay, we start getting, you know, this sign of reversal. It could be, okay, we got one, but it is within the same range. Okay, you could say like we got two sign of reversal, but this candle was pushing up. Okay, so we dropped down. Okay, so now you can see XRP is not able to keep up this momentum. All of a sudden we got that you know, basically bearishness. Okay, we got this bearishness, very bearish. Okay, and it is just got rejected by the 21 EMA. So I wouldn't be surprised if XRP drop even further down. Okay, and let the 21 EMA get some more breathing room. Okay, just to breathe a little bit, just to you know, get back down to this area. So XRP volatility could be decreasing. The reason why I'm saying could be decreasing, because I love one of my major 21 EMA, right? When volatility decreases, right, the 21 EMA going to be dropping fast, right? Going to be dropping, and it's going to be squeezing the price, and all of a sudden XRP going to get pissed off, and then, you know, we're going to get this move. All right, guys, we're going to get this move. I'm not saying it's going to happen and then we're going to get this move. So because it's going to be so easy to break the 211 EMA when the 211 EMA is very close to your lower, you know, your lowest price level. Okay, this moving average, that's the best way I can explain it. They tend to get weaker the closer they get to your lowest price point, basically your most recent price point. So the lower we drop down, the lower this moving average drops, the stronger XRP gonna be. Basically, that's the best way I can explain it. Hopefully it makes sense, right? Hopefully it makes sense. But the faster the price goes to the moving average, the most likely price gonna get rejected. And you can see it whenever price get like a very explosive move, like from the bottom, and like goes to the 100 EMA or some stuff like that. 9 out of 10 they get rejected. Okay, they get rejected, just like BTC, just like BTC, guys, just like BTC. You can see BTC on the daily. Okay, you can argue. Let's remove the Hakanashi. Okay, you can see the type of, you can argue like, oh, we close above it, like I just said, right? But you can argue, look at this type of rejection we got. Okay, because price moved like so, like basically moved so fast towards it, and then it has to just lose some momentum, right? And look at what I'm telling you about this 21 EMA. You can see how the 21 EMA is basically moved all the way down to the lowest price point. Okay, lowest price point, we got big volume, we broke it. All right, we broke it. So we broke it. So either like it's only two things. Okay, it's gonna be heavy, basically heavy volatility. If you look at it that way, more if you look at it that way, it's gonna be heavy volatility, just like this area and just like this area. Okay, because the 21 EMA is moving too fast towards the lowest price point. Okay, moving too fast towards the lowest price point. Thanks a lot, Andrew. Hopefully thanks a lot for verifying that, right? So let's move on to Ethereum. Ethereum, we also recently called for Ethereum to drop down to 173, and Ethereum did drop down to 173. But Ethereum also, guys, during the live stream yesterday before the pump, we said this is a bullish momentum for Ethereum. Okay, we said this is a bullish momentum, but Ethereum is showing some sign of weakness. Okay, and this just helping BTC. It's not helping BTC a lot. Okay, because Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash is you know, are the most like a bullish, not bullish, but best indicator to give you a signal. And XRP, I mean, and Litecoin, of course, right? Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, you know, are the most important alt to pay attention for bullish momentum regarding BTC. All right, so and XRP give you like the bearish momentum. So you can see like not the bearish momentum, but XRP moving opposite to BTC most of the time. You can see this. We got a very very aggressive rejection by the 100 EMA, as we just said it. If price move too fast towards a significant moving average, most of the time they get rejected. We just did in this area. So what can we expect from Ethereum? Volume is pretty big, but that's a BYBIT. All right. Volume is pretty big for Ethereum, so that's not a good sign at all. Like, this is not helping BTC, because if you're expecting, you know, if you're expecting Ethereum to do this move and drop further, BTC has to drop. I don't see BTC going up and it's you know, basically Ethereum dropping. But this move we got, you know, it's not a good evidence for the, you know, for the bulls. Okay, it's not a good case. It's basically reducing the chance of you know, even going further. All right, even going further. But as up to now, Ethereum is not looking good. It can try to retest like the 100 EMA, which is roughly around like a 190 if BTC is going like to 10K, but it is not looking good because they have to neutralize this area. Okay, let's take a look at the 18. Yeah, you take a look at the 18 hours candle. You can see Ethereum did not bring any selling pressure, any buying pressure. You take a look at this bottom, the only big buying pressure you got in this area. So the 18 hours, I keep telling you guys, is also very important. So you can take a look at Ethereum, even though it made a very impulsive wave. Look at it. Okay, look at it. Only this candle, right, was on Poloniex. Let's go on Binance. It should be the same. Okay, look at the case for Ethereum. That's not good at all. Okay, that's not good at all. The only thing we got is similar volume from end to end in this area and that area. Okay, on Binance, volume was 746,000. This one was 715,000. So you take a look at it, we still reverse. Okay, this one is a shooting star, just like the 14K level for BTC. That's not good, guys. That's not good. That's not good at all, man. That's not good. Okay, that's not good, man. If you're bullish, you gotta be careful. Okay, gotta be careful. It's not a financial advice, but I'm just telling you guys. I'm just telling you all the evidences about the bulls and then the bears. Okay, you know, people love head and shoulder. They're gonna call this head and shoulder. You know, 1-to-1 extension or 50%. Even if that's too much, you can just look for 1-to-1 extension of your shoulder. Okay, 1-to-1 extension of your shoulder. You never heard about that, right? So 1-to-1 extension of your shoulder, and then you can short it all the way down to like a 72, right? $72, right? So, but that's not good at all, guys, for the bears, right? I mean, for the bulls, that's not good. So let's move on to Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash, we're looking for, that's the Bitcoin Cash BTC. That's the setup we got for Bitcoin Cash BTC, but we're gonna talk about it next, right? It's still playing out. Yeah, let me just remove this. Yeah, it is still playing out, right? So we said like we're gonna be dropping this. We still haven't broke this area, right? So let's see if Bitcoin Cash BTC can do something great. Okay, in this area it is nothing but 1.27 and 1.41. Okay, that's what we're looking for, which is like 0.023 to 0.022. Okay, so very it's not a big deal, right? They're best roughly the same thing, right? So let's see if Bitcoin Cash is gonna make this move. Okay, this correction, I'm looking for it. It might not play out now. It could take like quite a while. Okay, it could take quite a while, but I have this like since like last week, I think. So, but I'm not trading Bitcoin Cash. It's just for pattern recognition purposes, right? So let's move on to Bitcoin Cash USD. Right, Bitcoin Cash USD. We said like during the live stream, right? That's the pattern we had for Bitcoin Cash USD. We said this move is bullish, so it's not good for the bears. And it wasn't good at all. Okay, it wasn't good at all. You can see we got a rejection. Another evidence we got in this area is like, man, that's not good at all, man. Look at these candles, guys. Look at the volume, man. Look at the volume. Look at the volume. That's not good at all, man. That's not good at all, man. Like, I might even change in my mind of Bitcoin being like 35% bullish. I might change it like to 25% now. Look at this, guys. That's not good at all. And right before the pump, we said like a Bitcoin Cash is like one of the best indicator, right, to show you bullishness. That's bullish, guys. That's the same pattern we got also in this area. If you've been watching this channel, we say we're going to be making this move. We're going to push back up to like roughly 330. We did push back up to 330. Okay, but this one was very expanded. Okay, the push was very expanded, so it was very expanded. But guys, look at this volume. That's the 18 hours, not 6 hours, guys. Nobody talked about the 18 hours candle. That's the best candle to use to spot your volume. Look at this volume, how clean the volume is, right? Look at how clean the volume. If I change it to like a 12 hours, you're seeing like you're gonna see like the volume gonna be compact. Okay, look at this, right? You're gonna see the curve. But the 18 hours, you're gonna see like how clean it is. Okay, how clean it is. You see how clean it is? Very clean. Okay, very clean. You can see the volume, very clean, guys. So I use 21, 50, 100. I use 200 sometimes, but when I'm too much in front of the computer, I don't need 200. Okay, 200 sometimes too slow for me. So I use 21. I use 13 sometimes, depending what I look for. Like it just depends what I look for. But I try to keep these 3 moving averages. And by the way, if you're not familiar with Aldo EMA, make sure to go and on TradingView, and then just type on search indicator, this search indicator, put Aldo, ALDO, right? And then you're gonna get this Aldo EMA. When you add it to your chart, you're gonna be able to look at it, this one, right? You're gonna get like almost 5 moving averages. Okay, you're gonna get 9. You know, you're gonna get this 9, 21, 50, 100, 200, and then the 200 MA also, right? You can use one indicator for like a multiple for multiple indicators, basically. For multiple indicators, basically, right? So go ahead and use it, guys. Go ahead and use it. It is free, okay? Instead of like paying for like a $14 or $20 just to use extra indicators, because you know you got limited indicators to use on TradingView if you got it free. All right. So I only use those 3 indicators, right? So but Bitcoin Cash is extremely bearish. So I'm taking 5 points off from BTC, so it's 30%, not 35%, right? So just to be careful, because yesterday during the live stream I said it, Bitcoin Cash is bullish, right? So BTC could be making this move also, right? And BTC did that exactly. So I have to be extremely cautious in that regard, right? So let's move on to Litecoin. Litecoin. Okay, guys, Litecoin. What we said about Litecoin, we said be in our group member, right? In our group, we say do not short Litecoin in this area. So I should have applied the same tactic regarding BTC also, right? But we said like Litecoin do not short it because we hit our target exactly. What was our target for Litecoin? Target was 140. What you guys remember, right? 140 was, you know, 0.618, not 0.618, but 147 to 46. Look at it, guys. We hit it exactly, guys, on the dot, 47. That's how easy, guys. Just retracement. I don't trade Litecoin, so I don't have no stress analyzing Litecoin. And we said do not short Litecoin in this level because this is coming. It is coming, guys. So what's next for Litecoin? After it's such a big move, that's an 18 hours candle, no volume, big selling pressure. The only way I can see Litecoin going back up is like making a full body candle on the 18 hours candle and closing below this 100 EMA. Other than that, Litecoin is going down. It's going down according to the current level. Okay, it's going down. But as long as we got a new trend, because we broke this structure already, so we have to get another structure. Either this structure could be another flat correction in this area before it drop, stuff like that. But I'm just gonna have to wait for another structure. Okay, but I don't have any structure because we broke this one, right? We broke that one. Basically, you make that judgment. BTC is 30 to 35% bullish, so make that judgment. If 30% bullishness for BTC is enough for you, that's great. If 65% bearishness is what you're looking for, that, I mean, you just have to pick a side, right? But that's my personal opinion, okay? So, you know, it can I can change my mind anytime because it's my personal opinion. If the bullishness is basically giving me more confidence, I'm going to increase it to 50, 60, because I told you I was 99% bullish when BTC was 5K. 5K, guys, 5K. 5K, guys. Let's see. Send crypto. Now let's just BTC extremely bullish, send crypto. You can just search it. Hopefully I can find it. This one, okay, Bitcoin update. You can go and check this this chart, guys. You can go and check that chart, this live stream right around this area. You can go check this one. This one was like 7 months ago. I was explaining how the bottom formation was made in this area, and this one is epic, guys. It only has like 84 views. Go and check it. You're gonna understand how bottom formation works. Okay, you're gonna understand how bottom formation works. So the moon. I can't find it. I can never find my own video, but I've just been so busy. But I don't want to waste your time. I will find it, guys. I will find it, and I'm going. But it's in our group. If you go in our group, Telegram group, you can definitely find it. Okay, you can definitely get it. All right, guys. Let's just go. I'm gonna find it. It's my own live stream. Yep, people was looking for 5K, stuff like that, guys. So, and I told you in this area we're gonna be dropping, right? Bitcoin new pattern. How bullish are you? Told you we're gonna be dropping. All right, so yeah, it's nothing new, guys. It's nothing new. Nothing new, guys. Nothing new. All right, guys. I think we talked about everything. Let's go back to BTC. I just wanted to 15 minutes, guys. This boy is looking 35%. It's not that bad, guys. We broke this 21 EMA on the 15 minutes. Hakanashi, most likely 15 minutes. Hakanashi oversold. That's a good sign. So what can you expect? It's about to move back up. Volume decreasing, price decreasing. So we're gonna get volatility in this area. So expect volatility in this area. So what type of volatility are you looking for? Have to practice, guys. You have to look for this or that so we can revert. So either we can drop very quickly down to like a 9100 or 9K even, get support from this 100 EMA and push back up. That'll create like some volatility. It's gonna give you this type of week, and then you're gonna be like, oops, it's time to long it, but it's time to long it in this area. So it is just short-term analysis, so it's nothing nothing serious. Okay, short-term analysis. I don't know, man. I don't know if you're buying or you're leveraging. So your stop loss, you have to manage it. So if you hit that buy button, you have to understand at what price point you wanna put your stop loss at the same time. So don't go all in. Always manage your risk. Okay, I always say, whether you're in our public group or it is a live stream, whatever, make sure to put your stop loss. Okay, these type of 3,000 points push, they don't come like every year, but when they come, guys, they're gonna wipe you out. They're gonna liquidize you. You never heard about liquidize? They're gonna liquidize you. You're gonna get wiped out, right? You're gonna get wiped out. Okay, so if you don't want to get liquidized, make sure to use a stop loss. All right, make sure to use a stop loss. Couldn't find the Aldo indicator? You just have to type it. It's there. If you're in a Telegram group, I'm gonna give you the code. Make sure to join the Telegram group, and I'm gonna send you the code. All you have to do is just go to any indicator in here. Like, let's say I pick any indicator, right? Let me pick this Trololo trend line, right? Okay, Trololo trend line. And then you just have to go at the bottom in this area, right right here, and click it. It's an arrow in there, and then you basically, it's kind of like a little square box. It say toggle, right? Maximize. You maximize it, and all you do is just type in your study. Just delete everything, right? And then just type in whatever you want to type in. When I send you that code, you just paste it in this area. All right, so you paste the code and then you click enter. That's it, and then you're gonna have it. When you search it, you're gonna see it, right? So that's all you have to do. So make sure to join the Telegram group. So and send me a message, and then I'm gonna send you the Aldo indicator code, the script basically to add it to your Coinbase, right? Not add it to Coinbase, add it to. But guys, another bearish pattern I'm looking at also, guys. It is this bearish pattern. Okay, we got one. Okay, it is very important, guys. That's why you have to be getting a strong IQ. You got one, that's two, and you got this three. Okay, how it is 1 2 3. You got 1 2 3. Let's change the color. That's yellow, and then you're gonna get another 1 2 3. You get 1 2 3. That's a flat correction, right? I think that's what you're talking about. This guy, what is his name again? Some guy. Okay, not this guy, some guy. So that looked like a flat correction. Also, we could make another 3-wave down. Even though I'm looking for this is a possible pattern. Okay, so let's keep an eye on it. So if you're long in BTC, make sure to put a stop loss, right? Because we long BTC like from 91 to 88 entry, and we're looking for this move. But as soon as we broke like an 83 level, we put a stop loss in green, because this is it could be a flat correction. It could go higher, but it is a possible flat correction. All right, So be careful, right? Be careful. Be careful. So that's why it is very good to understand your counting. When I'm counting this move, right, I can count it, you know, just A, B, C, right? And I also count this is an ABC correction, and then people are gonna start counting 5-wave. That's correct, but you have to understand what's going on. This could be a WXY. It's not even ABC. I just don't want to go deep into details, but it's supposed to be a WXY, W, X, and Y correction, right? And if you go on the daily, you can see what I'm telling you. Let's go on the daily. Okay, on the daily, you got this move, and we nailed that move, right? 1-to-1 extension. This move right here, all right? That's the move I'm telling you. Okay, you got one, and then you got this flat correction, right? Right, and then you got this move. So we could make that move on the lower degree, right? You see what we got? You got, it is incredible, guys. You got strong move. You got 1, 2, 3. Every single move is 3-wave, right? Even this move is 3-wave. This is 3-wave. This is 3-wave. This is 3. This 3-wave can be that move. Okay, it could be a bigger 3-wave. All right, so it is incredible, guys. It is very, very incredible. But this one has, you know, I would say 50-50 right now, right? For BTC to drop 50-50. I don't like to say 50-50, so let's say 55-45, right? But this is valid. It's a valid count. That's why you cannot just ignore it. It's a valid count, right? So as price developed, you see more thing, right? You see more thing. How long until the BTC surge? So volatility is going to be increasing. I just said it, right? But this, even though this count is valid, you take a look at your volume, right? You take a look at your volume. Your volume is decreasing. It's very low, right? So it is a very indication volume going to be decreasing. But you have two accelerating move coming. Okay, you don't know which one is which way it is going to go. So all you do, you put a stop loss, right? This accelerating move, it is going to be very fast, guys. It's not going to be like a small drop. It could just do this. If like we're going to drop, it could reverse because the volume is very low, and all of a sudden we're going to get the accelerating move, right? Other than that, we could just get this move. Okay, very, very fast move. Okay, nice channel. Okay, nice channel. As you get more data, you see more things, basically. Okay, because it is a lower degree, so the bigger time frame, you can look at it by candles, weekly candles, monthly candles. But the lower degrees, you need, like, you know, time. You need time. It's very valuable, especially on the lower degree, right? Okay, hey, what's up, Bayron? Make sure to you know, hit the like, guys. I forgot to say hit the likes before. Some of you guys don't watch the live stream for 2 hours, so make sure to hit the like before you get out. Okay. So don't forget. All right, don't forget to hit the like. All right. So before I answer any one of you guys' question, I want to make sure you hit the like. So if you ask a question, make sure to hit the like, even if you don't like the answer, right? So, but some guy only can hit the like once. So even though he got like 20 questions, right? All right. So let's see, guys. Let's see. So we either gonna need some volatility in this area to nullify this flat correction, right? Some volatility in this level to indicate we're gonna be pushing, or, you know, we're just gonna get a strong selling pressure down to this area. We could just push slowly, but get a, you know, strong selling pressure later on. Okay, either way is valid, but the overall trend, that's what we're paying attention to. Okay, it's still in the same spectrum, like in this area. It's not gonna change much. Okay, it's just gonna be within this level. Okay, we're still gonna stay in this area, right? It is either gonna go up, of course, right? Gonna go up or go down, right? I mean, no, go up, right, or go down, right? But, you know, you got two valid cases, and then you cannot just put one on top of the other, right? So you just have to be 50-50 and be very careful. Put your stop loss, right? Put your stop loss. Tether token, make sure to hit the like first. John E. Bank. Hey, what's up, John? I mean, I can give anybody's anybody's I can't give you advice, but did you hit the like and subscribe first? Make sure to hit the like, guys. I wouldn't say like not to trade or to trade, guys. Trading is just fun, okay? It is fun. You know, you do it to accumulate BTC, because most of you guys believe like BTC, including myself, gonna worth a lot, okay? If it's like gonna be 20-30 years. So if you like that confident and you're patient enough and you don't have time to trade, just huddle, okay? If you have time to trade, it's up to you, all right? But I cannot say like go trade or don't trade, but understanding the chart is very important also. You might not be trading, but you got to be able to open up the chart and say, oops, you know, BTC topped out, I'm taking 60% profit, put my stop loss, and I'll see BTC next month, right? The monthly chart is incredible. You might not have to like trade all these like a daily 15-minute stuff like that. I'm just doing it for fun. But if you even look at the 21 days chart, you know, it is very incredible. The 21-day chart, you can see we got a big sign of reversal. You can just use one of these moving averages. Whenever BTC broke above it, you just buy. Whenever BTC break below it, close below it, you just sell. You know, and then you're not going to be trading every day. You're not going to be trading not even every month, right? I know it's a long question answer, but just basically, man, it is up to you. Okay, define what you want, and you know, and act accordingly. All right. All right, eBanks. So Tether token. Let's move on to Tether. Okay, Tether, we said it could go back all the way up in that area. That's a 21-day chart. Let's look at the daily. Okay, I think Tether, we said like wait for it to pull back. Not sure what we talked about, but we basically, you know, say like, you know, we could be retesting this area. We didn't quite even like hit this level, so we said like wait for the pullback, if I remember well, right? That's why we drew this, you know, drew it, but the pullback is very deep. Okay, so how you gonna relate that to the current structure? Okay, how you gonna relate that to the current structure? A big pullback, but it is pretty strong though. Did not break the low. We did not break the low. All right, guys, we did not break the low. Hey guys, make sure to share, like, comment if you want, and then it doesn't cost you anything. All right, so you know, we didn't break the low, so it is making another structure within a structure. So let's see. All right, so basically you can argue like we broke the triangle, coming back to retest the very bottom. So this coin is very volatile though, very low volume, so this week you can get it. So but as up to now, man, it's bearish. Okay, it's not looking good at all. It's not looking, it has to get back up. It has to get back up, right? It has to get back up. So you can also look at just the total correction of this flatness or this contracting, and can look for another pullback to the next level, right? But next time we push the upside, we have to stay above it. Otherwise, we don't have anywhere else to go but to continue the selling pressure. Especially, you know, if you think like this is going to go to 20k, 16k, and all of that, it's going to break this level, and it's going to take forever, ever to go back up in this area, right? Just like what happened like April 1st, remember? Okay, this should be the top of April 1st. You can see, you gotta remember, guys, I don't know this coin, but I know this top was April 1st because every single alt topped out at April 1st, right? Or the, you know, April 1st or like the first week of March, stuff like that, right? Depending on what alt season they were part of. So now we continue to 5,500. Big short squeeze to liquidate all the shorts I reckon. Yes, that's a valid reason. Okay, that is a valid reason. That is a very valid reason. I wouldn't deny it because I'm 65% bearish, but if I see a 3,000 point move, I have to acknowledge it, right? So I have to acknowledge that move. All right, so I have to acknowledge that move. Let's do this. So I have to acknowledge, you know, this move. Okay, So we did not basically depending how you draw it, you can say we closed above this trend line on the daily, because depending how you draw it, okay, depending how you draw it, we did close above it, and we also did close above the 100 EMA on the daily. So you have to give them credit for that, okay, you have to give them credit for that. But how strong they're gonna keep the price above 8,500, that's very important. Not many people are not paying attention to 8,500, okay, but how long they're gonna keep it, not even how fast, but how long they're gonna keep it, matters, okay. It matters on the Heiken Ashi candle, right? It matters. Yep, that's very impulse, man. Leo, hey, what's up, Leo? That's very strong, man. That's very strong. Okay, that's very strong. Very strong. Let's take a look at the weekly, weekly. Okay, the weekly, you can see the weekly, man. If like the bulls don't, I mean, if like we let the bulls like take care of this business, like this move, I'm telling you guys, it'll be game over, man, for the bears. If we let them get better separation all the way up to this level, okay, all the way up to this level on the weekly, it's game over. Okay, game over. They could be making another very big move on on the all the way up to the upside, okay, on the stock R side. And you go back, watch all my live stream, and I was telling them, you guys, the weekly stochastic gonna be in this area, and if like we're gonna drop back down to this area, it's gonna take forever by the time we drop down to this area and push back up. All right, so push back up, so it's gonna take forever. But it is okay. Even if you go back like to the previous bull market, you can see like 2016, right? 2016, we guys, look at this similarity, guys. That's not good, man. That's not good for the bears. Look at this move, right? This move we got in this area, it's the same exact move. It's just random. I did not study it, right? So it's the same exact move we got in this area, right? From February 2016 all the way up to January 16th, we got the same exact move, right? Okay, you can see what we got next. We got this move, okay, all the way up to 17, and that's when we started getting the noise from early December. We crashed, but after that we start getting noise, okay. But we could be making another impulse, wave to the upside, just like that, okay, just like that. So this flat correction on the stock R side, this N you seen, it's gonna be an N like this, N, okay. All right, same move, okay, same move. So we could, so the bulls, they're making cases, okay, so just be careful also. All right, but I'm personally bearish. I keep saying it, I'm personally bearish. So all right, the selling is coming, it's coming. All right, guys, I'm just gonna call it a day. Hopefully you guys gonna love the BTC volatility within the next few hours. As we said, the volatility gonna be, it's gonna be very high, and we most likely either gonna get this correction down to this level, right? Let's see, 1-to-1 extension of this move, right? Whoa. Of this move, right? A 1-to-1 extension of this move gonna take us down to 78, guys. That's like a 7,800. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. Okay, so, and look at 78. 78 could be like a 0.786. Let's check. Oh, exactly, man. That's a nice confluence, guys. So if you bearish, guys, you could be making a good cases, okay? Could be making also a good case, but that's this wave doesn't have to be straight line. It could be like this, like this, like this. But you're only looking for the end point, the time it took like to drop to your price. You don't care about that. You're just looking at the distance, the vertical distance, not the horizontal distance. All right. So, but that's a one-to-one extension, guys. That's a one-to-one extension. So if you don't understand what I'm talking about, I'm just talking about this wave. Talking about this wave. You got A, B, right, and C. Okay, that's a bearish count. All right, and this wave, right, this wave right here, equal distance of it gonna be right here. Okay, that's roughly 79.96, and 79.96, it is very close to 1.618. That's a bearish count. So if you bearish, you know, you should be okay. Okay, if you bullish, you shouldn't be okay. Okay, unless you put your stop loss, right? So but let's say which one gonna play out. Okay, in my next live stream we're gonna talk about it. Which one gonna play out? All right, guys, thank you for watching, man. Hopefully all of you guys enjoy the live stream, and then we could be looking for some more volatility. BitC could replicate the April 2nd, April 1st, April 2nd bull market. It could. Okay, it could. Okay, it could. It could. It could. It could. All right. With 35% chance, we have to get more data within the next 2 to 4 weeks, and that chance might even double to like a 70%, right? So it all depends on the weekly time frame, the weekly candles, and the daily candles also. But the hourly, 15 minutes, all of this is just for day traders, because price can just, you know, not even drop down to this area level, but make this move, that move, that move, okay, and keep going. Okay, so all right, guys, thank you for watching, man. Be safe out there. Make sure to put your stop loss, and then do not go all in this market, regardless of how much BTC gonna cost in the near future. All right, guys, thanks a lot.